Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Matt.
Follow along as we build our house from start to finish.
Yeah, what was... You good? Good.
Amy and Matt, who served in the military for years, are now embarking on the biggest project of their lives, building their dream home with their own two hands. Alongside them on this journey is Matt's father, Smitty, with his 40 years of experience. Let's take a look at the challenges they faced and their 2-year adventure. After the foundation is excavated, gravel is poured onto the bottom to stabilize the ground. This first layer helps with drainage. They begin by establishing the foundation lines and aligning the wooden forms. Then, reinforcement bars are installed and concrete is poured into the forms. At this stage, they install a radon extraction pipe. This pipe is used to collect radon gas rising from the ground and direct it away from the building. At this stage, they place the ICF wall blocks. Nudura's insulated formworks both shape the exterior wall and ensure high energy efficiency when the concrete is poured. As the formworks are fitted and secured, the interior reinforcement is prepared for the concrete. After raising the ICF walls, the team begins a second concrete pour inside the walls. The support scaffolding is secured and the pump is online. The concrete completely fills the wall cavities, adding both strength and integrity to the structure. Steel load-bearing beams are placed on top of the reinforced concrete ICF basement floor. These beams form the main load-bearing lines of the structure. They install the wooden floor joists that will support the upper floor. These joists distribute the load evenly. Before the soil filling, a special waterproofing layer is coated on the outside of the ICF walls. They're building a brick wall for the garage's foundation. They'll then install wooden connecting beams on top and build the wall frame. They're now lifting the wooden wall panel they prepared on the ground floor and reinstalling it. These frames form the main load-bearing structure that will form the exterior walls of the upper floor. Once the walls are complete, the main steel beam is installed in the center of the structure. Concrete will then be poured onto the floor of the garage section. At this stage, all the work done on the lower floor is repeated for the upper floor. The wooden floor joists are installed. Houses with this type of frame system offer a durable framework for years to come, thanks to their quick installation and strong structural integrity. After the exterior walls are clad with panels, these heavier sections are lifted into an upright position using a controlled lifting system. This method ensures both safety and speeds up installation. They install temporary wooden support towers to stabilize the roof's spine. This system ensures the beam remains stable until the roof's skeleton is completed. They secure the roof trusses to the main beam. These rafters form the roof's slope and basic framework. Once the roof trusses are complete, the team installs OSB roofing sheets. These panels form the roof surface, providing a solid foundation for subsequent waterproofing layers. They lay a waterproofing membrane over the OSB. This layer will protect the roof from moisture. At this stage, they apply a self-adhesive air-water barrier called blueskin to the exterior walls. Blueskin blocks rain and wind, creating a durable surface for the exterior cladding. At this stage, they move into the interior and begin building the staircase frame. The stair-side planks are installed, and the connection between the floors gradually takes shape. Now they're moving on to the veranda section, which will wrap around the house. They begin building the veranda's main frame by erecting wooden support poles onto concrete footings. Once the supporting pillars are completed, the roof beams are placed one by one to cover the veranda. At this stage, the roof's final coating, the black shingle, is applied. The shingle pieces are cut and prepared, then laid in rows to create the roof's durable, waterproof surface. They're building a small roof, called a pent roof, over the exterior wall covered in blueskin. This single-pitched roof is supported and secured by rafters to protect the facade from rain. They install collar ties between the roof trusses. These horizontal connections prevent the roof from opening and provide extra strength to the structure. It's time to install windows in the house's construction. Modern framed windows are being brought in and prepared for installation. One of the best things about this house is that it was built entirely within the family. Everyone contributes their best, and the house becomes a memory they built together. They install soffit panels under the eaves of the roof. These panels provide both an aesthetic appearance and help the roof to ventilate properly. They cover the open sections with temporary panels and maintain the heat inside. PVC waste pipes of the bathroom group are placed in the installation space opened between the floors. They install a copper-piped distribution manifold for the clean water system. Each line can be controlled individually by the valves on it. They install the home's heating and cooling system. The heat pump's indoor unit is located here, and flexible ducts distribute hot or cold air to all rooms. Cables are being drawn for the electrical installation. There are 2 panels, one in the basement and one in the laundry room. To connect the house to electricity, they lay underground cables from the outside lines to the house. A trench is dug with a backhoe, and the mains electricity is delivered directly to the house's main switchboard via this line. Once the interior installations are complete, they begin covering the walls and ceiling with drywall. These panels not only create the final look of the interior but also provide a smooth surface for painting and finishing. Energy-efficient spray foam insulation is applied to the wall cavities. The foam expands instantly, filling all voids and providing strong thermal and air insulation for the home. They're doing two major excavations on the exterior. One is opening a drainage basin to control rainwater, and the other is digging a large pit for a propane tank that will be buried underground. In the bathroom, they place the bathtub in place. Carefully fitting the frame into the pre-prepared niche, the tub is installed before the wall coverings are applied. Next, the interior drywalling begins. The installers quickly screw the ceiling panels into place using height-lifting legs. The first coat of paint is then applied, strengthening the surface and making the final paint look much cleaner. Now the rooms begin to transform into true living spaces. Next comes the veranda floor. A sturdy supporting frame is constructed using timbers. These joists support the house and evenly distribute the load of the veranda covering. They insulate the roof section of the veranda and complete the remaining operations. They install siding panels on the house's exterior. They overlap each row of siding over the one below, creating the house's final exterior shell. they install the automatic mechanism of the garage door. They make wooden railings for the veranda. A borehole is dug on the land to meet the family's water needs. As the drill bit penetrates the ground, pressurized water and mud rise to the surface, sinking meter by meter until they reach clean water. Interior doors have finally arrived. Ready-made door sets for each room are waiting to be installed. The interior's character is now slowly taking shape. The garden is being leveled. Finely sifted soil is being spread over the surface and the slopes are adjusted. The final step will be hydroseeding, or spraying grass. Within a few weeks, the area will be completely green. The kitchen is now taking shape. The cabinets are being fitted one by one and the alignment is being adjusted. Now they've moved on to the finishing touches on the interior. The solid wood floor panels are being individually locked and nailed in place, giving the room an instantly warm, natural look. They cover the bathroom walls and shower floor with tiles. Months of excavation, concrete, roofing, plumbing, carpentry, and hundreds of endless little details. Every aspect of this house demonstrates effort, craftsmanship, and a spirit of collaboration. Now all that's left is to create the memories that will last here. You can see more detailed explanations and construction steps by visiting the family's YouTube channel. Links are in the description.